Miskin Minx's podcast of the week.
Hi. Hello, my name's Amy.
Hello, my name's Charlotte.
And I'm Rebecca.
Unfortunately, Georgie and Ben can't be with us today, but we still do hope that you love it just as much. We have some exciting things coming up, including things not to do, and we're also bringing back our Angry Old Men segment, which will be hosted by Rebecca Buss. But first up, it's things not to do. And this week we thought we'll go for things not to say on a first date. So I went round the Northwest Kent area to find out what you thought you shouldn't say on a first date.
Things not to do.
I used to be a woman.
I'm pregnant.
My ex was better.
The body's in the trunk.
Oh, wait, my phone's ringing. Sorry, that's my girlfriend.
I'll have a beer and she'll have a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I charge money.
I love you. I really love you. In fact, I'm HIV positive. I love you.
So that was some of the things that you thought. But we also had some very lovely people email us in. We have Jay Russell, who said that you shouldn't say you're a lot fatter than you look on Facebook, which I think's pretty
I
fair.
agree with that. If someone says as well that you look different to what you do in your pictures, that's quite offensive.
We also had Ellie email us in,
All right.
and Ellie said that you shouldn't say, I expected someone better looking, sorry, and then leave.
Or it's a bit like the photo one, a bit like saying you look better in your pictures than you do in real life.
Yeah, I think that's sort of really similar.
Yeah.
But we actually had one more person email us in, and this is Gerard. And Gerard said, me no speak Longlais. So me no speak English. And I understand that. If you're English and can't speak another language, it's a little bit hard to...
Well, if you're Katie Price, you obviously find that attractive.
And maybe you still have a connection with that person. So, Gerard, we're not sure about that one. I think some people might agree with that and some people might not agree. So that was some of the things that you thought not to say on a first date. But what do you think? What do you think we shouldn't say? Well, what's our opinions on not to say on a first date?
Don't compare it to other dates that you've had with other people.
Yes, I think don't talk about your exes a
Yeah,
lot.
you do not bring up your ex. That's the worst thing. You look a lot like my ex. I hate that. I had someone say, you really remind me of this girl I used to fancy. Oh, so
That's not a compliment.
yeah, so I've got to live up to that now. Don't
Yeah.
And they compliment on what you're wearing. You spend out ages trying to find something to make yourself look nice, and then they go, "Oh, your outfit looks fine." Fine isn't a word to describe it.
I know Jay's going to kill me for saying this. But we were going to this dinner thing, but it was quite a nice dinner, so we had to dress up really nice. And I think boys find it hard to compliment a girl. Their way of saying, okay, you look nice, is their way of complimenting you. Well, that's what I've sort of discovered. And he said, oh, Amy, you look nice. And you know when you're expecting someone else to say something else, and you think,
nice.
Nice, yeah.
You think this is nice? No, I'm not one to get egg over that, but I can see why.
I can understand why boys get so worried over complimenting a girl though, because we're such stressy. Like, if you take a step back and kind of look at how we treat boys, we're so stressy. Like, they're scared.
Yeah.
Like, if they say one word, we're gonna be like, well, that's not even a compliment. Or if they say another, oh, that's offensive, isn't it?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
we are a bit like that sometimes.
boys do really have to tiptoe.
step on eggshells.
One thing I think might be okay though is talking about previous dates. I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but I always think if you have a funny memory or a funny date that you went on, I sometimes think hearing
Breaks the
about
ice.
them, it makes it less awkward and you have common ground because everyone's been on a date and everyone's had a bad experience on one.
And definitely, if they're bringing up a bad date, like, oh, this is so much better than the date I went on before.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, like, it makes you feel like when you go on a first date with someone and this is a person you don't know that well, you definitely feel really awkward around that person. You don't know how to act, and it just makes you feel so much more comfortable when they go, oh, do you know how good this is? It's so chilled, so much better than my last date. Oh, it was terrible.
Or
I
if
wanted
they
to go home
tell you
straight away.
after, so after they'd be like, oh, today was nice, and then you're like, yeah, it was. It's not kind of be like, oh yeah, today was like really awkward.
Yeah.
If they tell you that, you're kind of like,
I definitely think that you shouldn't talk about your mums and dads though on dates.
No.
Especially if it's maybe a guy. Because most women find guys who are independent quite attractive. And if you, they tell you a lot about their mum and how they rely on their mum, sometimes I think it's cute. I like someone who loves their family.
Yeah, I like a proper mummy's boy. I'm not going to lie. If he proper loves his mum and respects his mum, I find that attractive. But when he relies on his mum, he's like, I got my mum to iron the shirt. And that's
it makes you feel like that you have to take on that role and you have to be the adult.
Yeah, well, I think there's some very interesting comments there. And like last week, we would love to hear you and we'd love for you to email us in. Because if we don't see you in the North West Kent area and we can't grab hold of you with our mics asking you questions, we want to know your opinion. So you can email us in, things not to say on a first date, and then maybe we can read some of them out. But next week, our topic will be things not to do on a job interview. Because once again, it applies to everyone and I hope you can all relate to it. So if you don't want to reply about things not to say on a first date, but you have some funny stories about job interviews, then we really, really, really want to hear them. We love hearing them and we love having a good giggle about some of your stories as well as hearing ours.
Right, so this week we are going to do a bit of a discussion, or a rant, knowing us girls, on getting ready for parties or many different events really. I also looked into getting ready for college, school, work, because it really does vary. We take about 3 hours to get ready for a party and then I literally take about 5 minutes to get ready for college. How does that work? And most of us girls know we're a total nightmare getting ready before a party. So here's what I found. Right, so I think one of the biggest pre-party getting ready disasters is fake tanning.
God, don't get me started.
It definitely is. I used to be an addict when I was about 15, I'd say. I'd come into school orange and I thought I looked good. That's the thing. If there was one streak, I'd had about 3 more layers. And I'd be so annoyed if in the summer I had to go to school with my, little white socks and my legs weren't tan, so I'd have to, spend the night. How much time do us girls waste fake tanning? That's the question.
To say, sometimes it does look like people just got out of a mud bath.
I agree.
And I always thought, even as a girl, I always thought fake tanning was just for that summer glow, looking like you just got out of the sun, all glistening. But I think some people don't see it like that and see it as, I have to be brown.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I'm a changed person now. I do not fake tan at all.
We see changed Charlotte.
Woo!
It's when they rub them in with their hands, and then they don't wash them, and then it's like their hands.
Yeah, I know from experience, girls get the mitt. It works. You need to wash the mitt as well though, because it leaves debris. But
and it's
get the mitt. I know that from experience, girls. But if you're going to an event, I know this now. I don't use any fake tan at all. I literally see no point. I look back at pictures and I'm embarrassed. But if you're going to a big party like prom or something, I know a lot of girls are looking at prom dresses already.
I understand fake tan, and I see why people definitely.
But get a spray tan, I think personally. But unless you're really good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to think I was good, but I look back at pictures now and I'm like, that doesn't look tan, Charlotte. You actually look quite orange.
I would like to hear some guy opinions, and I'm sure we all would actually. Girls too. So I'm sure you know the email address, but what is it again?
misskinminxes@gmail.com.
We'll say it one more time by Becky.
misskinminxes@gmail.com.
And I'll say it, misskinminxes@gmail.com. So you've all heard us say it, and you must email us, because we really do want to hear from you.
I'd love to also hear some funny stories from either partners, boyfriends, so-and-so, about having to sleep in the same bed as that girl that puts on the fake tan, because luckily I, never had to share a bed with anyone with this thick fake tan, but my mum used to say I used to stink out the house, I used to make her apply it for me. So is there any boyfriends, mums?
Yeah, so we definitely want to hear from you. Up next we have something which we didn't do last week, so it's a little bit different, and that's a quiz. Ben, is not here today, but he actually did make this quiz for us. But I'm actually going to take charge of his segment. And, you're going to do against each other, Charlotte and Rebecca.
Woo! I'm not looking.
What English footballer is well known for bending his free kicks?
Beep. David Beckham.
David Beckham.
There you go. Who would have guessed?
Second question is about Gavin and Stacey. So has any of you watched it?
Yeah.
I've seen a few. I haven't
seen
seen
a
like every single episode.
Okay. Can you name Smithy and Vanessa's baby?
No.
Come on.
Peter, Pete, Petey, Harry, Ben.
Even if you
Sam.
got it right, you didn't ding ding.
Oh, ding ding, Pete, Petey, Harry, Sam, Sammy, Benjamin.
I'll give you a clue. It's a name used on the In-Betweeners.
Ding ding Neil.
Ding ding Neil is right. Well, yep, it is Neil, but not ding ding Neil. It's Neil.
Well, I had to ding ding.
What is an ice hockey puck made from?
Ding ding metal. Ding ding iron.
No,
Ding ding wood.
no.
Ding ding.
The answer is, in fact, rubber.
Can I have a point for the most tries?
No. So it's 1-1 at the moment, and as the third one, unfortunately, no one got. Fourth one. Everyone knows this. You need to be really, really quick. What artist made the record-breaking song for Gangnam Style?
Sigh.
Yeah, that's correct.
Me, Brands of Britain.
Go today.
So that's 2-1. And how are you doing at home? I hope you're getting them all right, because you can definitely join in if not answering too fast.
Not as good as me, Flixwave.
Which artist was named the King of Hip Hop by the Rolling Stones magazine and many critics and fans?
Hip hop.
Yeah, but he has a certain style.
Ding a ding ding. That's hard. Hip hop. There's loading hip hop.
I'm going to change it because he was named King of Hip Hop, but I'm going to change it to King of Rap.
Rap. Right. Okay. Ding ding Eminem.
Ding ding, Eminem is correct.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
I
glad
was
he won
actually
that.
thinking that.
I'm glad he won that title. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
of
I'm
Eminem.
So many
Yeah.
like rather
Yeah, there's a
when
lot,
you said
but-
hip hop, I was like, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
That's 3-1. Charlotte, you're doing very well at the moment.
You know
I'm
me,
losing.
Brains of Britain, go me. Whoop.
We're on number 6 at the moment, and that's in which country is Mount Everest?
Ding ding Canada.
No.
B. Is it wrong?
No.
Ding ding
It's wrong.
Russia.
No.
Ding ding Antarctic.
No.
Ding ding Italy.
No.
Ding ding Rome.
Okay, I think that's a lot of guesses now.
Oh.
So it's actually Nepal.
Oh.
Number 8. Who played James Bond before Daniel Craig? Oh, I thought maybe someone would actually know this.
I don't like James Bond.
Wait,
Oh,
was it
no.
Pierce Brosnan?
Yay, Pierce Brosnan.
Had to let
I
her get
like
that
James
point, you
Bond.
know.
I
Felt sorry
do
for her.
really like
Although
him.
I do prefer Daniel Craig.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan though. Have you ever seen him
I
in
like
Mamma
his song.
Mia?
Yes.
When he sing the song SOS.
Yeah.
Oh god.
How could I refuse you?
When
My
he
track
sings
is
that-
now on iTunes. Ready to buy Princess Shalala?
No one buy it.
Well, you can't buy it considering it's not there, but okay.
We have 3 questions left, and that's number 9. What film is Tobey Maguire most popular for?
B. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What is it? 3-all? I would say 3.
No, I'd say about 4-3.
3-all. Number 10 is what was the first Disney animated film that was not based on an already existing story?
Ding ding Mickey Mouse.
Nope.
Ding ding Cinderella.
Nope.
Ding ding. Blah, blah. Ding ding Rapunzel.
Nope.
Ding ding Toy Story.
I think it's going to get past Becky now, so she has a try.
Is it the one of
No.
the actual Mickey Mouse films though?
Nope.
The Steamboat one.
Is it a current one? Do you know? Because you know before Disney got really famous with
I
the
would say
animation.
current. I would say current.
Oh no. Based on
Not based on an already existing story.
so it wasn't a book before they
Yeah.
made it a film, right?
You have
This
10
is gonna be
seconds.
Tense. Oh no! Don't do this to
9.
me. Is it Lion
What's that
King?
one called?
Ding ding Lion King.
Yay! Ding ding, Lion King is correct. It's
I had to have a little
4-3.
think about that. I was just thinking. I'm sure that wasn't. You know, because I was born back in them days. You know.
So that is in fact the end of the quiz, and Princess Shalala actually did win.
Of course, you know. Who would have guessed that?
Now up next, I'm going to hand you over to Becky, and she'll explain what we're going to do.
Okay, so we are going to have our angry old man segment because we're in a ranting mood today. So here is the first one.
Grumpy old men.
I dislike those guys who wear their trousers really low so they can see their pants shine. I think it's really impractical, like they could trip over it, it's a hazard, not to mention they look stupid. Nobody wants to see their pants, and I definitely wouldn't do it.
So what do you think of that? I think-
Busting low is just ridiculous.
It's attractive. You've got a nice bum. Say you're Channing Tatum, you know, Magic
Channing
Mike.
Tatum.
You're allowed.
See,
Yeah.
I don't
Or Tom
mind
Hardy.
that little bit.
You are the only exception. Channing Tatum, come at me.
Now, when you sometimes sort of see it, but when they have it like down to their ankles, it's just like, no.
It's when they have a belt on as well.
It's
like
when they
you
also have a
belt
hoodie on.
So why would you have
Yeah.
to have the need to have them down low
It's
if
when
you've
you've
got a
got
belt on?
It's when you've got a whole tracksuit on and a can of Budweiser in your hand, and your tracksuit's down by your ankles.
We're
It's
going to
just
stop this before it turns into another rant from
It's
Charlotte.
okay. I will just calm myself down.
But here's the next one.
I hate people. I think they're really rude.
So, what do you think of that? He just said that he hates people. He hates the British public because he thinks they're rude.
Well,
I don't hate people. Okay, go.
I do hate people sometimes, but I don't particularly like, oh my god, I hate you. I cannot stand to have you right in
see,
front
I'm
of
the
my face.
opposite. I'm either overly lovely and affectionate. Like today, I'm hating people, but like yesterday, I was like, oh, I love everyone. You know what I mean? The world is great. I love the trees and the blue sky. And then today, I'm just like, can you get the hell out my face, my eyesight, because I'm gonna kill you. Cut that bit out. and no, but I'm either like one way or another. I'm either like I'm not a people person or I'm an overly people person.
Yeah, I agree. I think sometimes you do get annoyed with people, but
Yeah.
someone say they hate people. No, I don't agree in that, and I don't think everyone's
Hate's a strong
rude.
word.
And I don't
Yeah.
think everyone's rude.
It depends the situation. Like general public, he was talking about. I probably say I hate people when shopping in the sales. I'm not like overly tall, and people feel like they can crush on your feet and push you out the way because they are overly tall. That's when I hate
That's
people.
me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when I hate people. But then, do you know what I mean? Right now, I'm at college and I'm tolerating people.
If you don't know me, I'm only 5 foot, so I can
Stamp all on.
comprehend what
Yeah,
Charlotte is saying, basically.
yeah.
And I understand and know how
I'm
that
5'2",
feels.
and there's a lot of tall people in my family that also think it's funny to pick you up and chuck you around and push you over
No,
because you're shorter.
it's not.
No.
Anyway, that's the end of Grumpy Old Men, and that's the segment that we done last week, and I hope it sort of keeps
A
coming back.
reoccurring event.
Because everyone likes a good moan, and it's a good stress relief anyway. So if you have anything that you don't like or want to moan about, you know what you have to do. And what do you have to do, Charlotte?
Email miskinminxes@gmail.com.
Becky?
It's miskinminxes@gmail.com.
miskinminxes@gmail.com. Anyway, that's all from us this week. But we're going to be back same time next week.
Yep.
See you later,